It is not too early to promote our second game of the doubleheader tonight. The Rockets in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and promote it.
Oh, man! Gilgeous-Alexander, the best of the night from SGA. Pow! Doing it all tonight. 30 points for Gilgeous-Alexander.
A 41-point third quarter.
Shai able to shift DiVincenzo. The beauty goes down. Masterful from SGA.
The offense, and it's showing up on the scoreboard as they go to the fourth. Isaiah Joe, man, he's serving up a hot cup of Joe.
Shai, nice spin move, went right around Clowney, and then elevates up for that jam. As the Thunder grow the lead in SGA. As we come up on the 2-minute mark, it's a one-score game, 3-point OKC lead. Shai, the step-back shot, he's got 42. Offense here in the second half.
Look how far back.
Taze trying to keep him out of the lane, and SGA scoops it inside. Nifty move, cut through the defense.
A nice through. Just take a look at this, folks. One defender, two defender. He gets by the third one in KCP.
That's right between KCP and Suggs.
I mean, how about that, man?
Not providing a ton of resistance on there. You know, SGA got all kinds of options for things that you can do, but I don't think we've seen that one. No. What do you call that? Like a little cup?
Yeah, a little cup. Yeah, I'll go with it.
Williams with some nail help. Boston raises up. Oh, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put him in the friend zone. What a block. Here he is at the other end. Got a couple of birds up in the air and knocked it down. And then turning it into points on the other end of the floor. SGA, we're going to start to hear.
Two shading over toward SGA. Cuts through a couple of defenders. How did he get that up? SGA slicing and dicing to the rim.
Against Utah a couple of weeks ago, he hit 9 3-pointers and had a career-high 37. Euro step and one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Real way to stop this guy, but if you don't contain him. 18 points by Williams of the Thunder, 10 in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander spinning, shooting, scoring.
It doesn't matter.
Over Thompson.
Between Lou Dort and Jaylen Brown, they both wrestled each other out of the picture.
Tough shot, SGA drills the step back three.
How about this? Stepping up at the right time. He's done this all season, folks. Averages over 30 a game.
And it's White. The hit ahead to Tatum. Caught it in stride. Tatum rejected. SGA caught him at the rim and swatted it away. 5-on-4. Hartstein over the top. Well, you just couldn't hear it in this building.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. Come on, Shai. What else can you do, man? Here's his lob right here. As he caught the ball, and White went underneath him.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got Mobley on him. Slithers in, falling away, got it. Just great shot making. 3 quarters complete here in Cleveland. The Cavs with a 1-point lead over the Thunder.
Obviously, we want him to play within the system, but we know how great he can be even in year 17.
Julian Strawther is in. That's a young player they're relying on as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cans the deep one on the hardwood, and a dunk for Jokic after the 3 made by Jang. Tied at 23, that ended an 8-0 run. Gilgeous-Alexander is so crafty.
You gotta know if you're Peyton Watson.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, what a feed! The finish by Wallace and the setup by SGA.
And this is what you're talking about, Candace. Under great control here. Stays on the floor. Staying on the floor also gives you an extra count.
That's a luxury in the NBA. A guy that can guard all 5 positions.
Shai turns off balance, takes the bump. What a move! Oh, SGA!
Like an NFL running back, it just dashed right to the basket before the weak side could get there. That's where Dunn got caught in no man's land.
Mike, look at the body bend. Turning the corner. And they
Just making him work for everything.
Speaking of work, and my goodness, SGA in the mid-range. And Mark Daigneault is going to call a timeout here. He wants a challenge.
And box out. Kind of like the, just the old school, teach him how to box out. Well, that's a nice play that time. SGA drawing the attention and then corner.
But it's going to stay on this end.
There's that platter you were talking about. I love that. And Aiden has stayed on the floor, the 7-footer for the Trailblazers the entire quarter.
And just has not been able to capitalize on the size advantage inside. Shai kept that pivot foot down, little up and under. Kimura couldn't do anything about it.
Just stay in the flow.
SGA and Chet Holmgren have come back in. A.J. Mitchell, Isaiah Joe on the floor first time. Tough step back shot. Zubats. Oh, the good anticipation crew, so that time got the best. SGA finds an open shooter. It's Joe. Once again, no hesitation, and the result is the same as he's got himself another three.
Here it is. You get the steal out front, create your own offense. Just give him a cup of Joe. Take a look at this, folks. It's nice and hot.
Never wavers, and his approach remains consistent no matter what.
All right, thank you, Paris. Did in front of his college coach, Eric Musselman, who was sitting courtside in LA. There is Aaron Wiggins right out of the timeout.
Across his body on that play. They both took a spill, hard spill.
Shai up and under, kept the pivot foot down. Nice move.
How about this? Just patience. I think KCP's a pretty good defender. He does.
Both these teams shot north of 50% in the first quarter, but not so much here in the second. SGA.
Great defense. This is one of the best scorers we have in this league on full display.
Rui with his third field goal tonight. Baseline cut Wiggins from SGA.
Here's what I'm talking about. So Shai gets the screen from Hartenstein. Now he's downhill, and you see Vincent coming to the...
Particularly here in the second half. Now they're down to 29% from three in the game. On the other end, SGA.
Hartenstein signing a 3-year, $87 million deal. Coming over from the New York Knicks in free agency. Man, that's jelly at the rim by SGA. What a move.
SGA, here we go. Look, this is what he's so good at. That looks easy, Mark.
Gonna try and walk down SGA, and they turn the Warriors over again. George back out top. Gilgeous-Alexander working on Waters. A little light work for SGA.
This guy, Mark, just the ability, the ways he can score from so many different places.
You always play, according to what they're capable of doing. And that's certainly, this is a scoring team, but they also give up a lot of points too. And Shai gets on the scoreboard with his first two.
This is about as pure as it's going to get.
Just does a great job of getting away from the defense.
As Shai keeping that dribble going. Oh, what a pass inside. Cason Wallace, the slip. Nobody saw it coming.
And another key for the Thunder is moving the basketball. As this is like a laser pass right by Marketed. As Cason Wallace said, thank you very much.
That's exactly what you want from Marketed, who's had some big games against OKC over the last couple of years. Shai. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Utah can't do anything about it.
It's so nice. You got to see it twice. Take a look at this, folks. There's a whole lot of movement on this play. As he was shaking and baking, did a little crossover, a little redirect. And how about that? Showing him the candy to a team that gives up the most free throws and fouls.
Shai once again. Oh, the line drive shot in the mid-range.
Saw the matchup, got right to the bucket.
And put his shoulder right into Wiggins' chest, bumped him out the way, and finished baseline.
Shai counted in the foul.
Offensive player and just going downhill, switching up his change of speeds, change of directions, and any young player.
Barnes rumbling, fumbled it. Time here, SGA trying to push, got it up to J-Dub. J-Dub will get the bounce off the backboard. And that is a microcosm of this first half.
Oh, nice crossover. Goes inside. Out to Williams. Williams a three. Gets the bounce and goes through.
So many subtle things Isaiah Hartenstein has done this evening. His willingness to screen, to flip the screen, to keep moving. It's subtle, but it's impactful. Shai then gets the angle turned, and then look at that. I mean, he's just anticipating the screen because he knows how good Hartenstein is. And then Shai, the ability to see that pass, that downhill at that speed.
He's had seasons where he shot 77% from the line, 76% from the line, misses that. Jackson kept it alive. Gilgeous-Alexander has it. Oh, ball fake and a slam.
There goes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got the tall Anthony Black on him. At 6'7", matching up against the 6'6" Gilgeous-Alexander, and forces him into a tough shot, and he makes it anyway.
Isaac was able to score, and SGA, great patience, ball fake, able to.
Now he's got the switch, pulls Bataze out. What's he gonna do? Drives it, stops it, shot fake. Oh, wow. So silky by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the night thus far, and Gilgeous-Alexander putting together a few of them.
And this right here is like he's dancing right there. Great footwork, little Fred Astaire action, taking advantage of Goga.
Oh, man.
I thought actually Goga did a good job.
Great innovator. He's been with this Miami team for 17 years. And Shai, between a couple of defenders, just flails it up and it drops in.
Do not try this at home. You may not have these results. Look at this, man. He got hit almost like he bounced off one guy, went into the other guy, and just fell backwards and threw it up.
And finally culminating in the turnover.
Well, they're so aggressive, and they're all tied together on a string that they literally make you not want to pass the basketball. And Shai is going to get a tough.
It was a horse play.
Well, let me see it again.
Or this one.
Let me take a look at this. Look at that, man. Just a crossover. Good defense by Jaime Jaquez. And they call timeout.
Don't forget about the moves, man. Don't forget about Shai's defense. That time it was the defense on the rookie. And right now he is abusing Carrington. Washington able to respond after their timeout. Looks like OKC might be getting a little momentum. SGA back on the floor. Drives in. Contact. Spins it home somehow. And OKC will have to reset. And Shai in the post. Shot clock. SGA falling out of bounds.
Look at this, folks. I mean, what? He's behind the backboard.
Huff dribbled right into the turnover. More ball pressure that time from Dort. Kenrich right back. SGA, he'll finish off the transition dunk.
Transition opportunity for the Thunder. As they get out in transition, that's coming off that corner three by Kenrich Williams, forcing the Grizzlies to call another timeout.
And you're seeing the bench so productive. SGA, backdoor cut, totally rips through the defense. Bane gliding through the lane, missed the shot. Shai out of the pack, put his head down, attacking Kennard, bounces right off of him, and bounces into the slam.
How about this? This is what I call a coast to coast and butter and toast, folks. You get the rebound, you get the steal, and you go coast to coast with it.
The lead with SGA on the bench. Now he's back in, going to work on Reed. Hesitation all the way to the cup, plus the foul.
I can guard him. I know he's ice cold. Man, this here is cold-blooded. I mean, how many times he's going to squeeze away from him? Oh, man, that's not right, man. I'll tell you.
5 different 10-day contracts to keep his career alive. Nice cut. Wiggins on the back door. Got a little birthday present from SGA.
Oh, how about that?
And SGA making sure he sends the birthday. Got that screen from Jay Will, giving it right back to him. He shows a little touch in the mid-range. Nice pass from SGA. Most of those coming in the second half. Shai sizing up Coffee. Straight away three. Got it beyond the outstretched arm of Coffee. In quarters 2 and 3. Then in that first quarter when they put up 33 points, that offense hasn't been there. SGA again goes high off the window. He's got it right down into the camera well.
How about this? Wow, just flying right to the basket. All blue shirts around him.
As the Knicks go back up 101-100. Shai. Back to Wiggins. Off balance. Wiggins takes the contact. He's going to the line.
On a cut. Kind of takes the contact and still banks it in. He has definitely been the man of the moment. And how about SGA threading that pass?
In what has been another high entertainment value game. Shai bounces, left hand. What a scoop and score! And Shai continues to shine.
How about this? This is why he's an MVP. This is why he's an all-star, folks. Don't forget, it's still triple vote day. I'll tell you, man, that's a finger roll.
Porzingis listed at 7'3". As SGA cut through the defense and bodies on him, and he's still able to score using his strength.
And one, guys, so I'm just going to hold on to you. Wasn't able to hold on to Drew Holiday in no man's land, making
good steal. Jaylen Brown prone to turnovers. Shai, the speed all the way to the cup, had the step on Tatum, carried in a foul.
He just pours it on. He doesn't really, he stays low on this. He takes a little bump and still has the presence of mind to put it in the basket.
Big production here in the first half. This game very much resembling the game against New York. SGA is going to get bumped. He got clipped on the arm. He hits the deck.
Just probing the defense once again with the basketball. And then there's that hit on the arm, to the wrist by Brown.
Hartenstein the fake. Gilgeous-Alexander, backdoor cut.
Just such a pretty pass from Hartenstein. He fits very well here. Two go to him, the back cut by Shai. But again, this is just off an offensive rebound. This isn't a set play.
Garland trying to hand off. Isaiah Joe picks it off. Gilgeous-Alexander, Mobley in pursuit and throws it down. Little bump, creating some space.
Also leading the team in assists tonight with 5.
Gilgeous-Alexander, step back, three-pointer. Line drive, nails another.
The smoothness. It's just such a smoothness.
That's kind of how this first half has been going for the Knicks. Exactly how that ball bounced. Looked like it was going in, and then it went out.
Shai spins, floats, and scores right before Towns.
Wide
open.
Oh, take a look at this. Just dancing with the basketball. My goodness. My.
This time Shai. The advantage here on Brunson. Bounces off him, a little fadeaway shot, and SGA scores it on the fadeaway.
Just physical play.
That just goes to show that the comfort level that he has as SGA once again bending that Knicks defense.
To not allow him. That pass didn't have a whole lot of pace on it.
Shai pulls up and nails it from 3.
That's why he's an MVP.
In the NBA, the versatility on the defensive end.
And you hear that consistently from his peers. How about that? SGA.
Maxey averaging over 25 points per game. That is really hard to make up. As SGA leans in, he got below the free throw line. Little off-balance shot. Off the switch. Wants to go to work on Council. Wide open shooter, it's Dort from the outside, and Lou Dort with a layup line 3.
Either call his own number or call someone else's number. This time with Lou Dort with the trifecta as he was kind of stumbling.
Always has an outlet. Every single time he has the ball in his hands, and that time just using his size and his skill.
Oh my God!
Jeff Down Jr. at relive SB2.
The Thunder lead the NBA in steals and opponents' turnovers as SGA drives and lays it in.
And SGA right here knows he has the mismatch against Strus. The help is a little bit late.
Thunder by 19 with the ball here. Gilgeous-Alexander 22 in the first half.
Up here, as you see, first of all, SGA, this is a tough shot right there. The help defense coming, but able to elevate.
And another steal, swarming defense. SGA setting it up. Usman will finish it off with the power punch.
How about Shai picking up that loose change off the floor? He's always got that Doppler radar going, partner. You know, you can just see it just going around, and every now and then a player will light up.
They haven't gone away all night. Nice pass inside. Williams. Wallace able to rip it away. No look over the shoulder pass to the perimeter to Dort. SGA. Oh, the beautiful spin. The finger roll. Look at this nifty pass.
Oh, my goodness. No look. Oh, come on. The organizational, philosophy closely connected with the coaching staff. Well, how about that, man? Come on, Shai. What are you doing, man? Take a look at this, folks. Come on. He bounce passed it with one hand.
They want to look at themselves in the mirror. Another block.
Chet Holmgren, the long arm of the law. Oh, look out! That's a man's jam for Holmgren. Chet Holmgren, the block and the smash. Ahead for Gordon. Drive and kick to the other side of the floor. The hustle, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the body control in the bucket.
And this right here, you see SGA doesn't give up on the play.
Not at all. He goes full speed. Great finish. That's just...
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's 9 out of 10 from the floor. Been able to do what he wants. Plays like this, little hesitation. Once again, pulls up. And he's just got Dylan Brooks on a string. Finishing it off on the other end. But SGA has had it going all night long. The razzle-dazzle, almost unstoppable. To get that ball inside, Isaiah Joe had the initial body on him. There's Joe on the cut. Can he hang in the air? Yes, he can. Finishes with the right hand.
Consistently for the Thunder. Toughest double team out front.
Oh, it leads to Caruso. SGA saw it coming from a mile away, even with the stunt. Damage on the scoring department, but this time, look at that pass, setting up Caruso, who's really got his offense going tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? He's a smart player, Caruso. He just knows where to be. Like, you've seen him in the first half, towing that three-point line. He's knocked down a couple of threes, but on this particular play, he said, look, the open spot is right there at that nail, that elbow.
How did he know that?
Kind of had a double team on Curry, and he did a good job of getting rid of the ball to the right guy.
Melton, and he can't slow down SGA, who once again gets to the rack and scores.
Well, it's going to force the Warriors to extend their defense, which opens up those driving lanes and those attacks on the offensive glass.
This is the matchup you like. SGA driving on Stephen Curry.
Up and down, and a whole lot of this by SGA.
Every time he's come in there, he has shown that he belongs to be on the floor on both ends. Shai off balance and 1 foot gliding his way into that shot. Payne the second, defending Shai, step back shot. We got a 9-point game with over 5 minutes to go.
That's why there's always 2 halves to an NBA ball game.
Well, he had picked up his dribble, which was the cardinal sin in that painted area.
Oh, Shai right with Şengün on him. Finishes with the left hand on the reverse.
Another guy who likes to be physical in Şengün. Look at all the attention that Shai gets.
Still finds just enough daylight and a crease to get to the cup and scores.
Good job by Kendrick, not just standing out there watching that paint dry, even though he was guarding Fox on that play.
Shai, nice spin move and the finger roll. Trying to create something. Shai got around Kamara, plus the foul. He's going to the line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's so crafty with the basketball. My goodness. That's the end of the play. There's the contact and the foul. And this is a lonely trip to the free throw line.
Sacramento shooting 60% from the field. My goodness. It's a 1-point game. Shai, mid-range, he'll shoot right over the top of Ellis, take a bump, and now he's going to the line.
CP3, and then Collins. Gilgeous-Alexander penetrates, back out to Dort. His triple, good!
And a hard one on Sharp. Nice pass inside, Kenrich on the reverse. Boy, Caruso
Shaden Sharp.
That was a position of
Suns forcing him way out on the perimeter. They scramble a little double team at Alexander, working on Booker. Step back three. Knocks it down.
And that's where they get you, defensive rebounding, and they are off to the races.
SGA hits the brakes. Knocks down the mid-range.
The Thunder looking to run, but SGA said, I'm doing it one-on-one.
He tight right now. A little 10 between the two. Offensive glass there. Tap by Morris. Sets up SGA with a left-hand leaner. And those are the ones you just absolutely have to be able to cash in on. As Alexander drops it off down to George. Cutting baseline.
On a break situation, SGA gets in the lane and blocks out Iguodala.
How about Shai with the 7-footer trying to guard him?
Final shot of the first half. Shai got it up over the 7-footer. There's a deflection. SGA once again stepping into the passing lane. There's the floater. Sets it up. J-Dub elevates in. Detonates at the rim.
I'll tell you, this has been the labor of love tonight for the Thunder. Just forcing the Jazz to cough up the basketball. And it's led to some exciting plays like this one here. And he's a star in this league, no doubt about it.
All-Star in 2023, Shai. Oh my goodness. Yet again here in the third.
How about this?
They've missed a bunch of time. In fact, the last 5 games with a calf injury. Shai fading away out of bounds, bouncing off of a defender. It still shows the touch.
I'm not sure, but take a look at this, folks. He gets by Barnes out front and just fades.
Good transition defense by Cleveland. Gilgeous-Alexander feels a little bump, then throws it in.
Very strong, so he just wants to get to his spot. That little bump makes Strus take, I don't know, a foot and a half back. Watch this bump. Bump, I got a little space. Bump, I got space. Now I can turn around into that jump.
5 minutes into the second. Gilgeous-Alexander at 8 points in that first quarter. Pulls up, jump shot. That mid-range game is lethal.
We talk about cadence of a player. I mean, just multiple moves all the time. Shift. Get him leaning left. Get him leaning right. You're reacting to my moves. Watch him push the footwork backward. Right? He gets that defender retreat.
He's been the best shooter for LA by far. Now the leading scorer. This time Hartenstein, the beneficiary on the pretty pass.
And get an easy score.
Shai, what a move. Pulls up and puts it in. Oh, that was dirty.
Big man always thank guards for helping out on that play. And this is here, just making it do what it do, man.
Jason Wallace up top. Gilgeous-Alexander turns, fires, scores.
He just gets to his spots. Another shoulder.
And Wallace pulls back, they'll reset. Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Garland. His floater is up and good. Oh, the shot making here in the fourth.
A team that would like to go after their missed shot. Well, how about that? My goodness. That's why he's an MVP, not just an all-star. He's an MVP. He's just playing.
Bridges, flat on the 3, no good. Shai's got time. OKC final shot time here. Zigzagging his way up the floor. Goes with the left hand. In transition for SGA. Shai drives, scoops, and scores. Plus the foul on the other end of this break. Kobe White committing the foul. Thunder with the lead here.
Class all the way. Holmgren throws it down out of the timeout.
Had 8 blocks in a game here last year.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the fake. That's nasty. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, how about Zach LaVine losing the ball?
Well, he didn't want to go after the ball. Instead, the Thunder did. It was Wiggins, and there is SGA underneath.
Wheels are kind of coming off the bus right now. Shai goes up and dunks the basketball. Once again, never underestimate Alex Caruso came up with that block from the weak side.
Shai stops, pump fakes, and scores. He was 44% last season. Never afraid to shoot. Always got to be careful of him taking charges inside. Shai, Daniels on him. Tough fade away. What a shot from SGA.
Coming over to help out. Look at this. I mean, look at this, folks. He does a little step back, then he does a fadeaway.
It's quick from Young. He's used to those double teams. Now he sees it again. As an open man, it's J-Dub. Goes right around Daniels and puts it down.
And how about that pass was perfect.
Seen from Atlanta the years past. There is a swipe away by Caruso.
He's had 3 of those already.
Shai serves it up, and there's J-Dub. And it's a little too strong. Ayton, former #1 pick out of Arizona. As SGA, little stutter step, goes right by Avdia, goes for the reverse and shows the touch.
In the game, and the Blazers made theirs a little bit later.
Thunder have had back-to-back possessions that resulted in a turnover. Not this time. The hit-ahead pass to SGA. 24 combined threes. Good anticipation. Caruso playing much taller. SGA spots up, passes up the 3. Inside it's Dort plus the foul. In this first half.
Caruso working well without the ball. Not a scorer. He just does all the little things he might be best equated to.
In OKC, you need points and you need them fast. SGA trying to get around Jokic, trying to get to the rim, takes a little bump, and got the 2. This team to get on the move. The Rockets get back. They got to run a little offense here. Thompson defending. Good defender on SGA. Trying to jab him, trying to get that ball loose. Shai get the pivot foot down, and SGA wins that possession. Thompson was all over him.
Good job of closing out on Steph Curry, man. He's one of those guys who's got a quick trigger.
Boy, SGA's going to have his way, come through the lane. Curry can't slow him down, and he's got a chance for 3.
Patience with the basketball. He's serving and looking it over. Nice little redirect with the dribble.
Gilgeous-Alexander sprays it out to the wing. Wide open. Wiggins cash out.
How long can he carry this team without Chet? He made it simple and plain, as long as I have to.
The Pelicans, they continue to try to take advantage of the lack of size in the interior for the Thunder.
That's SGA's spot. He knocks it down, and he... Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Boston stayed in front of him. Good nail help by Green. SGA and 1.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Skyler. Shot clock winding down to 5. Done on SGA, who throws up a running right-handed hook from his hip. The rookie Ryan Dunn taking on the challenge of SGA.
And they do a great job. And kind of stole that from him.
SGA, nice drive, breaking down the defense, and Hartenstein able to lay it up and in. And Curry draws the offensive foul as we take a look at the first couple buckets.
Yeah, how about that? Just good ball.
At just under 43%. That backs up the
you can see right over. Yeah, those 3 statistics are connected. How about the eagle-eye pass by Shai? I mean, that's a number that's pretty high up there, folks. As he is leading the NBA in total points. That's still my point right there. There's many different ways he can score. Shooting 20% so far.
And on 5 turnovers, and that's why OKC's got a 15-2 lead right out of the blocks. That time it's Hartenstein. Look at the harassing defense there on Murray. Couldn't get the shot off, couldn't get the pass off, ends up turning it over. Turnover number 6. It's 3 on 2 as SGA sets it up beautifully for Jalen Williams on the alley-oop. OKC defense popping here in the first quarter. Suffocating at times, tough to finish. As SGA gliding across midcourt, steps inside yet again as he goes up on Murphy, and SGA right now having his way.
We talk about those points in the paint. These are plays here, folks. Putting a little English on it.
It was Kenrich Williams who knocked it away, and they control at the other end with a half minute to go in the first quarter.
Right here, you'll see if SGA is going to go for three.
Woo. Wow. Again, the runner-up to the MVP a season ago, out of the floors, had a chance to speak to the big man, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Look how it has paid off. Coach Dagnall saying he came into the league ready to go.
What defense by Dort? And Doncic is 1 of 7. It'll trickle in.
To the baseline.
Automatic.
Hartenstein into Dort. By the way, the Rockets bench were at 25 points.
Count it, and a foul.
Blitzes the doubles. He's accustomed to it. He's going to keep playing. So he gets an empty side. He knows he's got to beat two.
Green launches in and out. Gilgeous-Alexander's down the other end. Falling away. Shot is good. And he has come alive. It's been a struggle most of the night. Smith on Gilgeous-Alexander. Beautiful pass. And Hartenstein with the stuff.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just the left hand. You see a little English on it too. That's a difficult pass. It is impressive.
Jalen Williams on Lillard and got a piece of it. This Thunder team just ferocious on the defensive end. And Williams has become an excellent defender. Nice feet inside. Gilgeous-Alexander to Hartenstein.
Shai negotiating inside, and that one drops in. Another opportunity for a three-point play.
Great job just hitting it right in the body. Right there, folks. And there's that swipe on the arm. That's one way to get that shot blocker off that mountain. Just hit.
Shai Will has come off the bench, played really well. Shai's going to lean into it, takes a little bump, and another trip to the line on an and one.
Warned about the and ones. And look at this here. This is a repost, actually, folks.
That was a beauty. And then Pippen Jr. ran right into Wallace for the turnover. Wiggins down the lane. The finger roll is good.
How about that man blocking? Jaren Jackson Jr. shot.
Shai, oh, the scoop off the window in transition.
He came out with the basketball. And J-Dub blocking Jaren Jackson Jr.'s shot leads to a track meet.
Marcado pelo Lariga, deixa com Kenrich Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander contra o Desmond Bain. Shai no step back, ele vai para o arremesso. Mais 2 pontos para Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Minnesota is not going to give you much when they play defense. SGA slithers his way inside for the scoop off the glass.
Wow, he did it to 3 guys.
In about a minute to put Minnesota back up by 12. SGA on the baseline. Quiets things down momentarily. As Randall had it poked away. J-Dub finally comes up with the steal. Trying to create the odd man rush up ahead. It's SGA on the jam. And OKC finally able to get out of the run. Did you see that?
Okay, there's the first one. There's a second one. And he says the third time, I got it. And he just puts it in the bag and hands it off to a street.
Hartenstein, this is where he's dangerous. Already had one pass to SGA. That's another one. It's going to count as an and one. SGA plays through the contact.
How about this? Really didn't have control of that. Just kind of threw it up there.
Yeah, the Knicks get on the board. Bridges guarding Gilgeous-Alexander to start. Flips it up with the left hand. He's got a lot of magical shots in his bag. Dort chased off the line. There's Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander fakes, drives, that soft left hand off the glass. He's still lead by 2, just past the midway point of the first. Josh Hart now on Gilgeous-Alexander. Leans in, jumper's good. It's 1 for 6 from downtown to start this game. A little cold. Gilgeous-Alexander draws the foul, count it, and 1.
Karl-Anthony Towns picks up his first.
Ability to get to the basket, but also just keep his balance to finish. The N1 is the impressive part of it because he's running into a guy who's 260, 270.
Carlson able to rip away that rebound. Already 8 threes, season high for a quarter. Once again, SGA wiggles his way for the shiny layup.
And what's impressive, there's no let up ever from OKC. They may not make shots offensively, but the commitment to defense, and that guy right there, getting into the postseason. They won the first round, the OKC Thunder. They were in a tough matchup in the second round, lost to Dallas. As SGA makes it look too easy.
There is just no chill whatsoever for this team, no matter who they're playing on any given night. SGA once again knifing through the Sixers defense.
The option for him to pass the basketball, he had nowhere to pass it to. Wow.
I'm going to give that an and one to SGA. We'll see.
I keep saying this every game, folks. Young players, you hear the whistle, just throw the ball up. You never know what's going to happen. You know, that's a lot of work for a young coach like him.
SGA going to work on Carrington, just backing him down.
Just like that. Take a look at this, folks. He's got a free throw when we come back. They made that skip pass. Thunder have gotten out to those shooters quick.
And more free throws coming up for SGA. Make it a free throw.
Oh, he's just a tough cover. Crispin is doing the best he can. I mean, there's that hole.
Direction, no basket.
Well, they're going to wipe away the and one. They're going to say this was on the deck.
Wow, I thought he was in the
here for Philly, getting a one-year deal. The Thunder, in terms of SGA, and Dort know him well from his time with France Basketball. There's a nice play, setting it up. Just continues to play that Cason Wallace defense. SGA maneuvering from behind the backboard. He has had a series of those, a couple on this road trip. Edwards threes, Downs had it going here. 19 down to 11. SGA down the lane, and that is just too much.
And that time, Yabusele got caught on him. There's that little hold up, and once he
averaging a double-double on the season. Sets the screen for SGA, snaps that pass cross court, and Cason Wallace's strong offensive night. Wallace, thanks to this pass from SGA, that left-handed slingshot right cross court. Dort got inside. 1 second. Shai's going to have to put it up right at the free throw line at the nail, and he still scores. Shai there on that loose ball. Trying to give him a little bit of space so that he can drive. Pulls up the free throw line, and Shai is just so good. That time he got it up over Powell. Zubats, couple of body blows. Up and under. Left hand, not that time. Denied by Holmgren on the release. SGA is going to score in transition.
Suggs defending Gilgeous-Alexander. Too much room, just lays it in.
There is Dort. He'll kick it outside to SGA. And now he will go to the line. And they're going to say continuation, plus the foul.
He slipped and fell. He got up. He said, okay, I got my footing back. Then he bumps into him. And I give it to him.
12 points, 10 assists. And when he got Brown and Westbrook doing what they're doing, is SGA on the reverse. Pretty move, spins it home.
SGA here showing you his skills. You know, once he gets that first step going, he's going all the way to the basket.
As SGA is going to go.
How about this little cool hand loop move to answer that and one by Westbrook on the other end.
SGA again going to work, trying to get around Anderson. Dumps it off to the rookie Mitchell. Mitchell spotted up just inside the block. That time SGA unselfish. They immediately go to Zubac. There is Jalen Williams. Got that hand in there. Knocked it free. Forced the turnover on the break. Isaiah Joe is going to clean it up, finish it off.
Derrick Jones Jr. had that loose change. That time Wiggins just took it from him. I mean, excuse me, J-Dub just poked it away from him.
There is Isaiah Joe. So SGA fires it over to Kenrich. Wide open. Kenrich Williams gets into the scoring department. That's got to feel good. Shai maneuvering, nice pass underneath. There is Jalen Williams, flush it home.
And just to remind you guys, he said take care of the ball. That's something that they haven't done the last 3 possessions.
Yeah, the Thunder have turned them over, Angel, 4 times. Hartenstein with a nice slam. Gilgeous-Alexander, heel picks him up on the switch. Goes tween, pulls it back. Man, he's doing drills out here in the first quarter. Being 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Isaiah Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander off the pin down. Hartenstein with the flush. Wiggins providing the point of attack defense. Majemski switches on to SGA. Sidestep 3. Got it! A potential dagger.
He was 41% as a rookie, but has struggled mightily. Wiggins, dunker spot, and he finishes it home with a left-handed reverse. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Shai leans in with the scoop, and it bounces home. And OKC can run a little offense here. This is what they were doing with Hartenstein. They got it right back. How about the extra pass? But now Shai's got to make something happen. 1 second. He'll fire it up from 3 and beat the shot clock. From distance?
I know what that feels like sometimes.
Oh, okay.
On the glass, though. When I get like 8 rebounds in a row.
Tough take, SGA.
And the 11-3 Thunder the other way with Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll dance on Champagny. Jab stepping, faking, leans, goes up and down. Dylan Jones has just checked back in the game, taking the place of Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, stop, start, spins, fires, good!
Okay, someone's starting to warm up here. Back-to-back buckets here.
Number 2.
What a spin move here.
Now makes his move at 5. Spins away, cuts down the lane, switches hands. Pretty finish with the left.
Take a look at this, folks. To end the quarter, SGA slicing, dicing, a little whirling and twirling, and a reverse layup as the Thunder gets the last laugh on the offensive end.
Dort's been feeling good from the outside, too. Team high. Plus 23 versus Phoenix. Nice pass. SGA found the dive, and all of a sudden it's Dylan Jones. He'll be in Los Angeles for Thanksgiving. Shai goes right up to the cup. Don't see that very often. He had some space in the red for the flush.
And all of a sudden, you know, the momentum starts to shift a little bit.
Keeping that ball moving. It's a little zone here from Dallas. Shai inside. Takes a little bump. Then he spins it home.
Take a look at this. Right there. He just snipes right through. And Gafford is going. You know the tough angle on the finish? Shai should have laid this up on the right side. Gafford, that's where he was. He covered the right side.
See if the Thunder can get off a clean look here. Quickly. Shai, Marshall defending. Marshall falls. Shai open. And he switches home the 3 to make it a 1-possession game. This is a 3. This is exactly what we were talking about, Mike. The outcome of a 3-point shot to cut that 6-point Dallas lead in half.
Only one of few players in the history of the game has ever been an MVP of the finals. The other guy was Kawhi Leonard. This guy here, he is off the charts right now.
Phoenix got their best offensive quarter with 24, but just not enough to keep up with them. And Shai with 14 seconds left time. Oh, fires it inside. How about A.J. Mitchell? It's not a big man. It's the shortest guy on the floor, who's now got 24. Don't forget about the no-look pass to the rookie.
He has been a critical offensive force for Dallas tonight. Shai on the drive, way upstairs.
The Thunder sitting at 29 points off turnovers. Put that in perspective. The Mavericks just 7.
SGA, he's had it going in the mid-range all night long. 25-point lead for the Thunder. Trying to close out the third. That slip pass from SGA. Gives the clock a check as he crosses the timeline at 3. Makes his move on Kennard. Off balance. Teddy Brown into the scoop.
You think he's going to step back for a 3. He goes all the way to the bucket and does a flat-footed layup. They would not be successful.
SGA, tough fadeaway on the baseline. Puts it up and in. Shai lobbing. J-Dub caught it. Got it right back. Catch fire three. That is good. SGA. He's got 40 in the game.
That's been the difference here. As Oklahoma, oh, what a spin move! And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in.
You look like you're defending on roller skates. Whoop! Down goes Josh Hart. 2 more points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
On his side. Bridges pass deflected. You see so much of that with this team. Isaiah Joe runs the floor. This is what they do best. They turn turnovers into layups. Anunoby drives, and Anunoby is fouled. A.J. Mitchell back in. Mitchell gave them good minutes in that first half. SGA pulls up, jump shot's good. His mid-range game is absolutely lethal.
Now they get the 3 from Clowney. As Shai going right through defenders, hands in the air, that left-handed finish is a beauty. Nice touch by OKC, and this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can do. It doesn't matter how many
NBAcares.com. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander and 1 coming out of that timeout. It's a 26, but this bucket by Gilgeous-Alexander stops an 8-0 Cleveland run.
And the previous possession.
Carlson credited with the steal there. Gilgeous-Alexander with Niang on him, shakes and bakes and sticks the landing on a jumper. 4.5 to go on the first. Gilgeous-Alexander has 6 on the board. Takes a peek, backs his way in. Now the fadeaway is true. Special.
The turnover, and then shows the post up. SGA with 8 points in 8 minutes.
That would have made him 3 for 3 from deep. And there is SGA getting his paws up there with the deflection. J-Dub trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Sends it up the floor, and SGA.
This is not Groundhog Day. This is just a different play. That time tiptoeing through the tulips was what appears to be okay. But how about SGA, man? Just coming over the top. Almost like a defensive back in football. It goes coast to coast.
Everybody at some point is going to need it. That's the thing, too. There's that fadeaway. SGA on the baseline.
So you got plenty of time left in this game.
Shai bounces off a couple of defenders and shows the touch, banking it home.
Clippers making him work for every bit of this and 1. Takes the contact from Dunn and kisses it off.
Well extended out on the perimeter. Shai feeling the pressure. Open man, it's Holmgren. Catch fire 3. That's good.
His last possession. Look at this. Jumps up. That's a high-level pass. Young players don't do that. You'll get in trouble. He's a pro. Gaining some momentum here.
A little stutter step to hesitation. SGA down the lane. Bisect in the middle. And a tough finish. Daniels just really aggravating SGA out on the perimeter. Shot clock hits 3. He'll pull up for the 3, right over Daniels and knock it down.
First, second team foul.
He's not able to guard, let me say that, folks. Shot clock winding down. He called.
Again, a possession deep in the shot clock. Good defense, Casey Wallace. He'll send it up to Shai. Got behind the defense and put it down.
This is the play before, man. He just picked the pocket. Called Trey Young, was Casey Wallace.
Young gave it up to Daniels. Reads to Shai, came over, got swatted by Holmgren. Ball pops out. Shai takes it away from Daniels. All the way to the other end to throw it down.
How about this, folks? I mean, just stingy. Active. This is one of the things we talked about, folks. That's one of the keys to the game.
We'll get T fixed up here as Keontae George throws up the 3, comes up short. There's that leak out. Sexton gets back, but running right past him.
Well, Mark Tangnall said after the Lakers game that there's just a certain comfort level. Nice dive there by Hartenstein. SGA gives it up. Wiggins high off the window.
Kason Wallace. Hartenstein, of course, was a former Clipper and played in this building and just played lights out in New York. And that's Shai. SGA lays it up and in. Coming in, 12 for 18 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander stops on a dime, turns and shoots. And that's nothing but net from mid-range. Shai knows the clock. It's at 5. SGA for 3. Got it!
Play defense and with his usual amazing self, energy-wise, but don't worry about putting the ball in the basket. Shai does hit a three. What's that adrenaline kicked in? Don't leave Isaiah Joe. He just does not miss threes against the Warriors.
As SGA makes his move on Gafford, gets inside and did a great job of using the rim to negate the shot block ability of Gafford, and SGA able to spin it home.
And now Gafford, just a nice little lean in to avoid the shot blocking.
You see this wall that the Milwaukee Bucks are just putting against Shai, but there is no wall that can guard against a turnaround jumper to the baseline. Much better possession there by the Bucks. Get Giannis on the block, force the help, skip, open shot for Dame.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets one to go.
Can't try to make that home run pass. It'll make you pay.
Anthony turns it over again. Back-to-back possessions. No-look pass. Williams finishes as Gilgeous-Alexander. Chance at the last shot. Thunder, a dominant second quarter. Cason Wallace, little float game is true. So Gilgeous-Alexander goes right by Joseph. Got Isaac in the air and finishes. He was looking for a call. KCP on him. Gilgeous-Alexander turns on Caldwell Pope. Hits a turnaround jumper.
Just too easy right there. Post-up drive, shooting the three ball more this year.
Unforced error, but Tadze wasn't looking. Gilgeous-Alexander on top. Down it goes, Wiggins. And the Thunder now starting to pull away. SGA to Wiggins. Timeout, Orlando.
He knew that one was going in.
Kind of stepped back as he shot it, didn't he?
He was going the other direction. He said that one's going down, don't worry. The lob on top, that one's going down too by Hartenstein. Took it away. Shai dancing, still dribbling, tough fadeaway shot. SGA just deadly in the mid-range. Three, SGA hit 17 in the first half. Dancing with a basketball. Caruso diving for that basketball, forced the turnover. SGA over Valanciunas, takes advantage with the deuce.
Did you see the play? How about this, man? He had no chance. The only way he can do it is just, I mean, how does he get to it? He got in front of it. He dove in front of the guy to create that.
Mitchell. Now OKC has completely seized control of this game. Really, we're in control early on. Still unfair moves from SGA.
He has had some impressive makes here in this first half. Shai back to the line, switches hands, left hand, counted in a foul.
I'm not just throwing it up there, Mr. Cage, like you think I am. I've done this many times because I'm a professional scorer. I'm not sure who that was called on, both top and...
As Nembhard has returned, you got the mismatch here, going to need a little help inside. Great defense for rookie Mitchell, came from the backside to jar it free. Shai right back to Kenrich, and it leads to the two on the other end.
I love it when guards come down and help me out like that because, you know what, that's a tough spot when they throw it over the top. There's no way you can recover unless you got an A.J. Mitchell coming down. And then you get out in transition.
오른쪽 45도에 있는 선수가 민감하게 반응할 수밖에 없거든요. 여기서 나오는 캐치슛이 안정적이었습니다.
미스매치 활용합니다. 들어갑니다. 남은 시간 1초. 긁었어요.
길저스 알렉산더입니다.
환상적인 수비 그리고 건너지고 윌리엄스
네.
득점.
Shai again dumps it off. Wiggins, he'll scoop it up and in.
They're not going to pass up an open three, and they're not going to pass up pretty much a contested three.
Shai right down the lane, going through that Boston defense. Gives us our first points of the day of SGA. Got space to work with. Now he tries to back down White, pulls up. White got the block. SGA, second effort, and SGA's got the first four to open up the third. There's the pressure there of Holiday trying to get rid of the ball. Shai again, stops. SGA from downtown shows his aerial assault.
You've seen him make nice moves to the bucket. What's left?
Oh, that's not left anymore. A little
We'll take the shot. Way off. And it's Jay Will, another offensive rebound. The second one, SGA slips in for the left hand. He's able to pull down that rebound. And wisely decides to pull it out despite all the pressure. Keeps his dribble alive, pulls up, mid-range shot. And SGA with a little camper of his own.
Jared Allen, a dominant offensive player, but as a rim threat and a target, he's pretty good.
Oh, he does those things extremely well.
Shai sees a seam, takes the bump from Hart, countered and a foul.
And that's what you got to do. We talked about fast break. Kind of transition. The Knicks can't set it up as